Okay, welcome everybody to another Modern League, running some Goryos Vengeance through today, which is a deck I've enjoyed in the past. So if people haven't seen the deck before, the idea is to get a big creature into the graveyard and then reanimate it with Goryos Vengeance as quickly as possible. The creatures we are choosing are Atraxa, and there's a load of Grizzlebrands hiding here somewhere. And then you're backing that up with counterspells and removal. Got Solitude Ephemerate in there as well. Goryos Vengeance does exile the card at the end of turn, but we're able to save it with Ephemerate. This is by DejoyOfGaming on MTG. They've also written a really good free primer that's available on their Twitter, so do look out for that. I'm actually 3-0 with this. I've played a few games just off, not recorded, but yeah, thought I'd record the last two, see how we get on. So yeah, I'm going to play first here, obviously. We also get to run Psychic Frog, which is obviously a big boon and a really powerful card. I'm going to keep this one, I think, but take this opportunity to plug my Manatraders partnership while we play a Surveil land here. Well, play a fetch land with the intention of surveilling. If you are interested in getting some moto, I highly recommend Manatraders to rent your cards, and you can find a affiliate link and code in the description below. This is good for 40% back on your third month of subscription, and obviously I do get a little bit of a kickback as well. But if you are interested in starting moto, highly recommend that. I'm going to go and get a shadowy backstreet here so we can play our basic island out. I don't think I actually want this at the moment because we've got late to dinner anyway, so yeah, I'm going to graveyard that one. Now we're going to just draw something big. I'm going to play the Psychic Frog here. This probably gives the opponent the impression that we have another Goryos Vengeance in hand. If we draw a big creature, the trouble is if they kill this Psychic Frog, don't know what this is, red-white. Prismatic Ending. Okay, so we haven't actually got anything to discard. Wasn't expecting non-damage based removal, to be honest, but Indulgence is a good draw. So we'll just go land pass. We can Spell Snare and Indulgence. Don't really want to fetch Shock. We take a Solitude here. Late to Dinner is an interesting inclusion. It's just I think it's just the best 4-mana reanimate spell in slot, and it's also white to pitch to Solitude. Okay, so we will definitely be Spell Snaring this one. We'll let the opponent surveil first. They put a Preordain away. They play a Soul Scar Mage. So the question is, do we want to surveil or do I want to Tainted Indulgence? I think I want to Tainted Indulgence. Use our mana here, assuming we have something in the deck that can cast that. Needs to be untapped blue, so we could get Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, I think that's fine. Discard. Oh, I thought you had to discard 2. Playing too many Faithless losing decks. Oh, we're really not drawing very well. Oh, we're pretty weak to... Crikey. That's a lot of damage. We do run main deck Pest Control, so that would be obviously a very, very good draw here. Opponent goes top, bottom, land, that's probably death. Especially if it's Lava Dart. We're taking 7. Could be Bolt. Yeah, so that's 7. I think that might be exactly lethal. Oh yeah, because and they surveil the... It wouldn't have been lethal if they hadn't surveilled that into the graveyard. We weren't drawing anything anyway. Okay, so Prowess, I wasn't expecting Prismatic Ending, if I'm honest. Right, just check the guide. And actually, we don't want to make any changes here. I think we just want to resubmit. Spell Snare is really good against things like Cutter and Iteration. Prismatic Ending, we have Force, but no... So this can exile a turn 1 threat, but I think I'm going to mulligan this because we have nothing to force with. I will keep this. I'm not massively happy about it. We'll keep it. I'm going to keep the Ephemerate. I think I'm putting a land on the bottom. I think that land is... We want both of these, really, for double blue. It's just the swamp. Lead off with Shadowy Backstreet. Gonna going to graveyard that one. Bit of an annoying one to have to graveyard, but we do already have one. This hand's just quite anemic. Maybe should have mulliganed again. Okay, just a preordain from the opponent. Okay, Goryos is good. That's one piece of the puzzle. Pest control very good against artifact-based one-shot graveyard stuff as well. Nile Spellbomb, Soul Guide Lantern. See if they have the cutter into Bauble or something. No second spell though. So we'd love to surveil a big hitter into the graveyard here. Probably Meticulous Archive. Well, that's pretty good. And we have the Ephemerate as well. So yeah, I'm just going for it now. Grizzlebrand into play on turn 3. Attack for 7, lifelink. And I'm not actually going to draw any cards, I don't think. Not yet anyway. So yeah, we get to keep the Grizzlebrand there because we ephemerated it. Not in too much of a rush to draw cards, but I will draw, if they play an iteration, I'll probably draw to a blue card for force. Let's see what they have. Opponent's at 6. We're letting most things resolve here. I guess they could be looking for Unholy Heat. Obviously against a black base deck you have to be careful with Bowmasters. They could have like a Celestial Purge, I guess. They are attacking. I'm just taking it. No, I'm going to block. I'm afraid of... So they have Sorcery, Land, Artifact. They don't have Delirium. So yeah, I'm just going to block here. They could have Bolt, I suppose. Okay. Bolt, Grizzlebrand. So this is actually... Oh, they're bolting us now. So we definitely draw 7. I'm going to draw another 7. See if we find Solitude. To Solitude away. Still no Solitude. We'll force the Bolt because we might as well. Pitch a Frog. Do we draw another 7 is the question, because we're going to gain 7 here. They've played their land for turn. We're fairly likely to find it. I'm going to draw another 7, look for Solitude. Oh, we don't find it. So we'll go back up to 10. We have so many cards in hand. We need to find another Goryo's Vengeance, really. Can't rebound anything. Not even sure what we drew for turn. Okay. Did we draw a Goryos? No Goryos either. I can't believe we're meant to just... Maybe we are. Just go Frog, Prismatic Ending on the cutter. Pass, discard our big creatures. Yeah, I think we are. I suppose actually we just discard everything to Frog. Pending here. And then just start discarding. We'll keep one fatty. Discard Grizzlebrand. Now we can just start discarding lands. Frog gets pretty big. Okay, discard some more. I'm going to just discard everything that we can to Frog here. I'm going to keep... I think I'm just going to keep a Traxxer. Discard Grizzlebrand again. Still need to discard 3. Let's discard this Tainted Indulgence. We'd rather keep the Mending. 2 more. I think I want to keep Pest Control. Discard 1 Ephemerate. And maybe it's just a Traxxer. Obviously that's kind of, you know, we didn't need to discard all of those. The opponent is at 6. We now have a 14-15 frog. They do run Prismatic Ending, but we have double force. I'm not afraid of too much here. I think we just aggressively force that. Like, it might have been bait, and I probably wouldn't force it if we didn't have another one. Preordained's fine. Don't think there's much that saves them here. They go 2 on the bottom. And yeah, I've done this a couple of times. You draw loads with Grizzlebrand, and then you can just discard them all to Frog. Just resubmit. Right. Yeah, decent hand here. We have. There's a lot to like. Like Pest Control is really nice. We have a fatty and a way to. Okay, we didn't really want to draw another one. Start with Marsh Flats. See what they do. We have Pest Control as well, which is nice. Okay, they go for Cutter. I think I just want to save the Pest Control now. Don't want to just kill this. We have Solitude as well. So we want white mana, probably white, black. So let's get a shadowy backstreet. Yeah, we'll top that one. They may just Prismatic Ending. But we will discard. I think I'm just going to discard Grizzlebrand. Because we have this reanimate spell here. Do get to create a food token as well, which is not nothing. Especially against an aggressive deck. But yeah. I hadn't actually seen this card, I don't think. Okay, the Unholy Heat. Let's see what they surveil. So they probably have a bolt as well. Okay, 3 card types, so we'll go. I'm just going to discard Grizzlebrand. So Unholy Heat doesn't kill the frog. If they go bolt, I probably will discard the rest of my hand, to be fair. Okay, Chain to the Rocks is fine. Because we have the Pest Control. And you'll see this quite a lot when you play Psychic Frog. People will make you discard a card and then kill it with a non-damage based spell. I'm not going to Solitude here. Wouldn't mind a land for this late to dinner. Mending's good as well, but for now we're just going to Pest Control everything. We get our frog back. Notably, if we get to cast this late to dinner. Ooh, Soul Guide Lantern is annoying. I was just going to say, if we get to cast this late to dinner, we'll probably just discard Atraxa, because we'd rather put Atraxa into play, I think, if we can't attack with haste. Opponent has 1 card in hand. Okay, we draw Tainted Indulgence. Which I think I'm going to Tainted Indulgence because I'd like to hold up white in case we draw Ephemerate. This also lets us fly the frog. Okay, let's discard. Trouble is we're just never getting to do this. because they have the lantern. I want to keep the land. I could just play another frog. What if we just go discard? I think I'm just going to go... Oh, you only have to discard one. I forget about that. That's the second time I've done that. Okay, so let's go for exile 3. 1, 2, 3. They can... Oh no, I was thinking this was... what's it called? Dragon's Rage Channeler, but... Okay. Draw another Solitude, which I like. Do we play a frog? And then we could just double Solitude? No, no. Frog, and then Solitude, Solitude. Yeah, I think so. Let's try and win the game with Psychic Frog. We are at 11. It's nice to have this kind of backup plan. We'll let them do a load of stuff and then Solitude. Probably, if we can get away with only Solituding once, then we will. Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler. No attacks is good for us. As is Prismatic Ending. Could Prismatic Ending the Soul Guide Lantern? Which I think I'm going to do. They'll crack it. Or do we just want to remove... What if we just remove all their creatures this turn? If we go... Ending here, Solitude, Solitude... Like, we don't really care about this at the moment. Yeah, I think we'll just go ending. I'm going to ending the cutter. And then cast amending. Discard. Is it just both lands? Could go land Atraxa. No, I think it is just both lands. Fly one of these. So I want to draw at least one card. Oh, I just forgot about that. Oh, damn. Oh, that's so bad. Do I Solitude it now? Oh, I just forgot this had flying. I could discard 2 cards. I think I've just made a massive that's just a massive error. I think I'm just going to Solitude. I should have Solituded first. Obviously, we would be in the same position, but a card up. Yeah, that was really bad. And now we don't have a card for Solitude. If they have a removal spell, they don't have much going on. We're removing some of their creatures. The trouble is, oh, they draw a card with that. Okay. Yeah, that was obviously a big blowout for them. If I'm blue mana, rediscover the way. Look at the top 3 cards. One of them into your hand, rest on the bottom. Uh-oh. That's pretty good. Hadn't seen this before. Really relying on our frogs to do some work here. I don't think we can block. Is there a world we die? I don't think so. Go to 7. We can Faithful Mending from the graveyard as well, to gain some life, potentially. So we draw. Bolt a frog. Okay. Draw another frog. Well, we'll attack. Prismatic Ending's a good draw. So now we can go... I wonder if I meant to just Prismatic Ending this. No, I think we just go Prismatic Ending here. Just remove as many of their creatures as we can. And then play a Faithful Mending. I might even do that now. I have to discard 2. Maybe Frog Force. Or do we just go Land Solitude? I think I'm going to discard Frog and Force, play the land and pass. We gained some life from that. Oh, I don't know if that was just really bad. Do a finding. Oh, if I hadn't discarded that late to dinner, we could have late dinner the Solitude. It's not like Goryo's late to dinner is just a straight up reanimate spell. Could die here. What we want to draw, I guess, like Pest Control would be good. We're at 9, we're taking 4, they have 2 cards now. We could definitely die here. Hopefully this isn't Prismatic Ending. Looks like it might be. Yep, that's pretty good. So we go to... Okay, they have no cards in hand though. We go to 3. Go to 2. Graveyard that one. So we draw. Goryos is fine. We just need to find... well, maybe it's not fine. So this is whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, a creature gets double strike. So we're dead to... What do they do with their Surveil? Okay, Bloodstone Mire to the graveyard. Hopefully they just don't draw a spell. Okay, Swift Spear is actually fine because we get to go Hardcast Solitude, gain some life. Okay, they don't attack, they're just thinking we have Solitude, which obviously we do. I am going to cast it here. Eat one of the Swift Spears. Delta. I mean, I'm going to play it because we can Surveil, hoping to hit a Traxer. No Lava Dart. Graveyard that one. If we attack, how good is that? We get a 4. We're dead to any spell. I mean, we're dead to a burn spell. We're not dead to something like Prismatic Ending. We're not dead to something like Preordain necessarily. Yeah, there was that turn where I just messed up really bad. Attacking into the Dragon's Rage Channeler and then had to burn a Solitude. Yep, no attacks. Maybe I should have kept the frog and the force, but then see what they draw. We did just, they might just bolt us. Hopefully they don't, hopefully they just find a land or something. But then we still need to draw. Okay, it is a land, so they can't attack. We need to draw. Late to dinner would be okay. Actually, late to dinner would be great. Psychic Frog. So now we could attack, go to 4. Play the frog to block. We're definitely playing the frog. It's whether we attack. So we attack, go to 4. Play frog, block. I think actually I'm just going to play the frog. And then attack, go to 4. If they draw a spell, they could... Yeah. Let's say we just have the frog. We're at 4. Yeah, no, we can't. We still can't attack, but frog is obviously a good draw. We just, yeah, we need to hold for another turn. I don't know if they probably don't run another surveil land. Like cutter or something is fine. Okay, still no attack, so we can start drawing cards now. Yuck. Okay, so let's go exile 3. We wouldn't mind drawing something like a force, another solitude. I guess attacking with solitude potentially opens up a fetch land, but I'm not really in that wanting to do that. Okay, attack for 1 in the air, making sure there's no flyers. Well, that's a good draw. Because we can also solitude our own solitude if we need to. Right, opponent finds a Soul Scar Mage, which is fine. Let's see if they attack at all. They drew that for turn, we have to assume. I am just going to cast the Solitude, and then I think we can probably start attacking. I'm going to exile the Soul Scar Mage because that puts counters on stuff. We're at 1 life. Another land. So now if we attack with everything, we go up to 7. 1, 2, 3. We go up to 7. If they go bolt, that would be 2, 4. I think I attack with these 2. I am going to discard some cards to frog. Okay, opponent is blocking like that, which makes sense. So I'm going to deal obviously 2 to the Swift Spear. Oh, I meant to discard to frog. That was stupid. Another Goryo's Vengeance. Okay, so we're at 4 life. I think holding back the Solitude was good there. Opponent plays another land, so they're pretty flooded. Spell Snare is quite good. So let's go discard. Discard. So this is 6. So we've got lethal next turn. I think I'll just attack with both. Okay, they have a bolt. Turn too late. Oh, we draw a force as well. So yeah, we're looking good now. They could find a creature. They do find a creature. Okay, that's obviously a really nice draw. I think I'm just discarding both of these. Potentially. Happy to attack. Ooh, although... Oh yeah, that's fine. We'll see what we draw. Delta, which will play. Maybe just cast a Mending now. No, don't think so. Another land for the opponent. Okay, yeah. Opponent did flood out heavily at the end there, but we do get the win. Yeah, happy with that. I did obviously make that huge mistake, but we are 4-0. Let's play for the trophy. Right, on the draw here, gonna mulligan this one. This is good. What are we bottoming? Definitely want to keep the Spell Snare. Gonna bottom the Indulgence, I think. Now we have a way to discard our Atraxa Hedge Maze. I'm not going to play that just yet because we want to hold up Spell Snare on 2. Depending on what they do. Okay, Raucous Theatre, so could be the deck I'm thinking is Hollow One. Play quite a lot of that. It's the only kind of Raucous Theatre deck I can potentially think of. Yeah, Exerting Haste. Eidolon. Okay, so it's Rakdos Burn has been gaining in popularity. I'm just gonna go Island Spell Snare. Well, Island's actually not great. Oh, Faithful Mending is though. Could play the Frog. I kind of want to fetch. I think I'm just going to fetch up, play Frog. So we want Hallowed. No, not Hallowed Fountain. Godless Shrine. Like that, being able to gain us some life back. It's really nice. They are down a land this turn, but we do need to pressure them. Okay, so we'll just draw. Ephemerate's not bad. The problem with basic island is obviously we can't cast as pest control. Draw. Pending is fine. Surveil. Land. What do we think of the land? I think I'm going to graveyard that. We have a lot better draws. Opponent just not doing anything. We could have Bowmasters, I suppose. I'm going to go for Faithful Mending. I don't really know what the deck plays. Well, that's pretty good. Atraxa. I think just Pest Control now. Oh, we don't have white. But I am just going to try and Goryos to gain a whole bunch of life. Because we can find a land with Atraxa as well. Yep, Flooded Strand. Yeah, opponent just concedes. They can't beat a massive life linker. Okay, so against Burn, force in potentially. I think Spell Snare's good. We saw Eidolon there. Ephemerate's good. I like. Is late to dinner quite slow. Pest Control. I think I'll trim a Pest Control for now, and then just see how we get on. Right, this hand is fine. This has to go, The Hedge Maze here is really awkward. But I like Spell Snare. We like Frog. It's Malta 6. So yeah, we will hold up Spell Snare. Another frog. Okay, so we'll probably, if we need to fetch, we'll fetch shock. Spellbomb, sure, that's fine. So we wouldn't mind another land. I'm just going to go and get Undercity Sewers here. I suppose actually we should have got black-white, but I kind of want to hold up Spell Snare. Actually going to Graveyard Solitude. Play the land, look for another land. Yep, that's good. So next turn we get to go Shock in Hallowed Fountain. We could even Prismatic Ending the Spell Bomb. I'm assuming this is burn. We haven't actually seen much from them. Yeah, we definitely want to get the use of our Spell Snare there. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. I'm going to use all our mana here and just go Prismatic Ending this. Okay, opponent missed out on drawing a card. I think they just must have F6'd. But now we just get to dump out a load of Psychic Frogs, potentially. Okay, another Roiling Vortex, which does mean we can't gain life. Draw a Marsh Flat, so let's attack. Discard Grizzlebrand. Discard Atraxa. Start getting in. Force a good draw. Land. I think I'm just going to play out 2 frogs rather than try and hold up force. Attack of the Frogs. I would just be drawing so many cards. I don't think they run something like Orcish Bowmasters. If we get to untap here, we're just in such good shape. They play a land. I think, yeah, they're super flooded. I think we've been fairly fortunate. Yeah, fortunate in the last 2 games. Opponent just flooded out. But yeah, we complete the 5-0. Deck felt really, really good. Obviously, sorry, apologies for the short duration of this, but yeah, had just played a couple of the games not recorded, but good to get the 5-0. The main deck felt really good. I don't know this league if I actually cast late to dinner, but it's a good backup to have. Sideboard felt really good. Mystical Dispute came in quite a lot. Wrath of the Skies is really good. So I think the deck, and I'll put a link to the person who has built the deck in the description below, and you can find their primer on their Twitter, or X as it's now called. Still haven't got the hang of doing that, but yeah, you can find it there. They say it seems to be fairly well positioned. Like the addition of Psychic Frog is just it's both a discard outlet and a backup threat, so that's really, really nice. And there's not too much hard graveyard hate, so there's not as much Leyline of the Void, Rest in Peace. Putting a big lifelinker into play against a lot of decks like Affinity, Boros, stuff like that is good. You have a very quick clock and disruption against stuff like Tron. Again, show my age a little bit, but by Tron I mean Eldrazi. So yeah, I think the deck's really good. Hard matchup, I think, is definitely any sort of control. Blue-black especially is, I think, very difficult. But yeah, let me know what you thought on those 2 games. I'll probably play this again soon. I think it's a real contender, and yeah, going 5-0 is really nice. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers.